Okay, hello there. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Wherever you are in the world, this is Eleanor Grace here, and it's London calling, isn't it? And I'm going to be speaking to you guys on the phone live and giving you some of those answers, hopefully, from the tarot. We've got the tarot here and we have angel cards here. So we're going to combine those, but that's not all it. We have Egyptian cards here. Now, I don't know if any of you have actually used Egyptian cards before, but these are from the original scripts. You know, when you go into the archives here of the tombs and the Egyptian pharaohs, these are the images that they would use. And this is where we've got quite a lot of, I think, images that you would probably recognize as well. This one, for example, it's the Ankh. It's the key of life. And lots of us recognize this from all sorts of groups, music, industries, some heavy metal. But the key of life in the Egyptian cartouche comes through for you in many of the readings. So we'll see what happens tonight here in the UK. We're 7 o'clock here, and I know that we're 2 o'clock in the afternoon, aren't we, over there in Washington, and we're about 4 o'clock, I think, in the morning in Sydney, Australia. So welcome. You can always watch the rewind. You can play the video back. Now, if you do, then please add me to your groups, and also A1R Moonstruck TV. Fabulous, fabulous show, and it goes across the world, as we have said. Now, I will be doing live readings here on air with some of you lovely people, and in order to get all of the answers there for you, I'm using several tools. I'm a natural clairvoyant, a medium, have been since I was very, very small. And this is now an opportunity for you to really look long and hard into your destiny, perhaps your future. Now, this one is the healing crystal, which I feel perhaps is what is needed here this evening and this afternoon. Today, let's just call it today for you. And we've also got a supermoon coming up, haven't we? And that's going to be really bringing in the harvest. So the harvest moon is very prominent, I think, and that's what is coming through here. I've also got here my rose quartz crystal. This one is lovely. I'm just going to illuminate it a bit with my phone here, just with the light on the phone, because it's such a lovely rose quartz blush color that you can't really see that unless it's showing through on air. So here you go. There is that lovely blush pink rose quartz crystal. And I use this particular crystal in all of the readings that I do for harmony, balance, and also for protection, for love and romance as well. So this is what we will have coming through in our readings here this evening. And if you want to book directly with me, then you can do. You can go straight through to my website, and that is gracedestiny.com. So we've now got Stephanie in Peru, Indiana. Hello there, Stephanie. I'm just going to put down my crystal ball. Hello, Stephanie. That's a lovely voice you've got there. I'm connecting to your voice straight away here, and really can say to you that, you know, there's such a lot that is happening at the moment, Stephanie, in your life, and I feel that Mike is there with you. Do you know who Mike is?
Yeah.
Okay, who is Mike?
Maybe my sister's brother-in-law that died. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, he's come through in spirit straight away. So he's here with you, Stephanie. Sometimes that happens when it's not necessarily a direct relative of yours, but Mike has just come zooming in to my room, and I must say what I'm told or what I can hear. And that's the job of a medium. It's very difficult to understand, I think, sometimes for you
Right.
guys, for everybody, because it may not mean anything to you, but the fact that he can see your light
Well,
and
I guess it
wants to.
could be. What was it? Your uncle's name, Mike? Too? It could
Okay,
be my little cousin that's sitting next to me. His uncle.
okay. So you've got an uncle, have you, Mike, and your brother in. Who was it? Who was the relative? Your uncle
My
Mike is
little
in.
cousin's uncle.
Okay, and he's in spirit. I think it was the first one because he just came straight in and wanted to connect with you. Actually, wanting to say hi, not just that, but really giving you a message as well. I do feel that there's more than two spirits with you, though. So you are a receptive person. You will get those connections all the time throughout your life. Whenever you're speaking to a clairvoyant or a medium or on a show like this, you will always get a connection because you're open and you're a bright, bright light. So your soul, and that's the light that shines, that electrical pulse right in the center there, that's you. And you are really reaching out to the world, to everybody here who can see this show, and spirit are connecting to you. So that means there's something magical in the air. There's a little bit of magic that's going to happen to you too, Stephanie. And I see you taking 3 big steps. Now, they can be time scales, sort of just giving you an idea as to how long it's going to be before you really sort of start to get moving with your life. So it's no more than 3 months. That takes us to the end of this year. But I feel that things are going forward for you a lot quicker than that, and that you will be able to really resonate with your own pathway. So 3 months, big, big changes at the end of this year. 21, you'll put behind you. 2022, massive, massive year for you, Stephanie. And I feel that those changes will also include a sort of benefit because you're going up in the world at that time. I think that you'll also be on the move. There's movement, perhaps crossing over boundaries as well. And I mean physical ones. So no restrictions, sort of having restrictions lifted personally for you. So if you are thinking of traveling to a new job or, really relocating and perhaps settling down with new roots in a new area, then this is for you, Stephanie. This is where you will be the happiest, really. You're going to be making plans. There's lots of them, lots of conversations that I can see you having, and really marking out this time. I can see restaurants around you, so you must eat out quite a lot or be involved in restaurants. And I also see family meetings as well, gatherings to discuss and plan a way forward. So I think that it's not just you. You're not on your own. You are responsible as well for other people that you want to include and involve in your life and the ones that you want to take forward. Now, there's a baby here, Stephanie, but I feel that this is a baby that's in spirit that was lost, a lost child. Was that you, or
Yeah.
is there some?
Yeah.
Oh, it was you. Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I just want to reconnect you with that soul in spirit there,
Was it a boy or
because
girl?
that was a boy. That was a little boy. But don't fret about
Okay.
that because it wasn't his time. That's what he wants to say to you. It wasn't his time to come and be with you, but you will share his soul. You'll meet again at some point, but this is in another form, in another way. Do you have a son already?
How do you think court will go today? Yeah, I have 2 sons.
Yeah, two. How do I think what?
my court will go today. I'm really
Your
nervous about
call.
it.
Okay. Let
Yeah,
me
I have to go
see
to
what
court.
I can. Okay, no problem. Let me see what we can pull from the Egyptian cards. So let me just go anywhere here. Let's take one of these. Okay, Ptah, it's hard work. It is hard work. There's no doubt about that. But I think if you stand your ground and you remain positive and you smile a lot, no tears, don't do that. Don't go into emotion. Emotion is not good here today. This has got to be factual. It's got to be about evidence. It's got to be about what has been done rather than what is said. So this is an Egyptian card, Ptah. It's about the hard rules and the boundaries. But if you remember, I've told you that you will be free of restrictions and that boundaries will be broken and crossed. So there we are, Stephanie. It's been wonderful to speak to you, and I'm wishing
Thank
you
you
all
so
the
much.
best. It's my pleasure, and Spirit are with you.
God bless
Don't
you.
God bless you too, and don't worry about the soul in spirit. This child that was a boy. There's another meeting yet. Come through and watch me on my live stream on Facebook. I'll be doing that a little later
I
after
sure
this
will.
show. All right, Stephanie, bye-bye, bye-bye. A little wave for you. Now I've got Amanda, who I think is online, ready for a reading. Hello, Amanda. Where are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. And you too, Amanda. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful. And you're in Florida. Yes. What a wonderful. I was looking at the map actually to see where Florida was. I know that must sound so silly to you, but I'm in London and I've only been to America once. So everywhere that we go on this program, I'm absolutely fascinated as to where you live. So there we are. As far southeast as possible is what I'm being told. That is really good. So, okay. Amanda, let me connect through to you. Whittering on, I am here. Now, I'm just going to take some cards because I feel the Lovers is here. It's around you. This is your card. So we're going to start with that here. Amanda. This is about your loving relationship, and I feel that it's abundant, that you're going to get lots of hugs and kisses, TLC, everything that is supporting you, Amanda, is in fact going to be a really sort of nice surprise. There's nice surprises around you and people planning things as well to make you feel happy, to make you feel uplifted. Now, this is also relevant because I feel that this is something that you will attend quite soon, but there is going to be news of an engagement or a wedding. It's a commitment between two people. Not you, this will be around you. It's an occasion that you will be going to. I do want to give you November as well as a particularly fine month for you. I think that you will be receiving lots of good news actually in November, and that you'll be starting to make lots and lots of plans then. Here, you've got an emotional situation that I think you will have to overcome. I do feel that there is a female here in spirit with you, a mom or a grandmother. This is the lady that I want to give you here. Sort of really quite. These are Victorian romantic cards, and this is a person who you had a lot of time for when she was alive. She has passed over. She is in spirit. She is here. She wants to say hello to you. I've got the initial of M, Mama. M for mother, but I don't think that that's the reason that she's giving me the M. Also A as well, and Angela. That seems to be a very strong connection here with you. There's also Christine. Now, these names that I'm giving you, are you aware of those names here to you, Amanda? Hello?
Actually, my grandma's last name was Myers, but
Myers. Okay, so that's why the The N is there. What about Christine as well? Do you know anybody on the earth plane or in spirit who is called Christine? Because that name has been shouted out to me, so it's important
I
to
have
you.
an
It
aunt
could be
named
a
Krista,
connection. Yeah, okay. So,
and I would like to validate something with you. I have two weddings
sure.
to attend: October, the end of October, and the first week of November. My brother's getting married. That's really weird. You said that.
Well, this is what we do, you see. Clairvoyance comes through in odd ways. So you've got a couple of weddings there, commitments, and
Yes,
November
ma'am.
being important. And your relationship as well. I want to go there because I feel that you need to heal something, and you will do. You will do. But it's words said here, Amanda, that are important. And those words need to be chosen quite carefully. I see a man in your past, a man with you now, and somebody walking towards you. Three different guys. And they can be for different reasons because there's a mentor around you as well. And a mentor will guide you and show you the way forward when you are looking for perhaps an indication or a sign. You know, a signpost is always what we're looking for nowadays. Show me a sign, give me an idea as to which way I should go. And with you, I think you're very susceptible in your subconscious state. So when you're dreaming, when you have this feeling of sort of just being a bit lightheaded, perhaps, or dozing around, or maybe feeling a little faint even, that's when you are able to access your subconscious, and that's when psychic information and dreams become very prominent. So with you and these three particular males that I can see, and they're here in your crystal, and that's what I'll show you now, just so that you can understand perhaps what I'm seeing a little better. This is my rose quartz crystal ball here. It's a blush pink. It's lovely. I use it a lot, particularly when we're looking here at loving relationships and how you are negotiating your own emotions, because there are times that I can see here where perhaps you just want to close off, not really speak to anybody, allow some time to pass, don't explain yourself, and just sort of really give off a temperamental attitude, and yet you're not. You're just wanting to protect your heart. Is that you? Is that how you feel sometimes, Amanda?
Yes, ma'am. I'm in a kind of a bad situation right now in life with that part of my life.
I know,
A lot of
I know.
verbal abuse and stuff.
I know. So let me just dissect that for you. Okay. So you've got the past, and the past man is there. He's gone. You've got a guy who is around you in the present. And this, I feel, is where you can keep making it up. You can keep that harmony going. But as I've said, you've got these next steps that are coming in, 3 steps that I'm seeing by the end of this year, where I feel that you will be embracing the new man here in your life. You'll be embracing somebody new and fresh, and don't feel for a moment that you can't do that. Because you can. You're not too old, you're not too fat, you're not too thin, you're not too tall, you're not too small, you're not any of those things that you may feel because you have been undermined a little bit. I feel that, life has treated you emotionally quite harsh. And that goes back a long way as well, because you've trusted people. It wasn't your fault. You've just trusted the wrong people. That's all. And we all do it. Everybody does it. And it's not very pleasant when it doesn't really quite go our way. Now, I'm just going to move back a little from the crystal, because I'm seeing here, I have to just take it a little bit further away, because with the crystal ball, you have to look through it. You can't look into it. You have to look through it and see what's the other side. Now, I've got the initial of P here. It's P or D, but that's the initial of the man that is coming towards you. The bright light that you can see right in the opposite corner of the crystal ball, and he comes from that space, and he is going to be bringing very beneficial sets of emotions to you, and he's really wrapping you up here in good times. I think that you will break from the past, and I do feel as well that you will want to really return some of those bad times back to the past. It's like if we can imagine that you're sending a boomerang out, that you're writing the name of the current guy on that boomerang and you're just sending it back into the past, because you need that clean break. It's not going to come straight away, and you have found it difficult, I think, to strive out on your own, and that's why you've been resistant, I feel, in the past. However, what is being said to you here from spirit and also from clairvoyance is that you mustn't give up now. You have got a chance here, a real one, for happiness, for love in your life, for love to come in very powerfully as well and quickly and show you which way you can go forward. So let's just take some cards and let's have a look at that particular pattern of behavior. And it's down to you as well to be strong. Are you prepared to be strong? I think you are. I think that you really, want to see some changes coming into your life, don't you?
Yes, ma'am, I do. I'm going to be honest with you.
Mm.
A man is really not in my mind right now. Our world, it's got me so upset and worried for our younger generation. And I'm really stressed, like what next is going to happen to us in this world.
Yeah.
And so every day I just wake up so scared, like what's going to happen, So and I'm trying to run a business, and it's got me emotional wreck.
Well,
So,
here,
I
here
do
is
want
your
to be
card. I've
happy
got it here. I mean, you're the Queen of Swords. I mean, you are better equipped than most people to handle all the changes that we've got, the pandemic that we've had. You will be able to protect not only yourself but others as well. And this being the Queen of Swords just shows you that you do have the resources, you have the capabilities, and you will rely upon yourself. Don't be scared. There's nothing that is going to beset you. There's no torrential drama or terrain that is going to fall on your head. You have a long life, and you will have an abundant life as well. The pathways that I've seen here in your crystal are very clear. And that is that, in a way, you're leading the way. You know what you can do with your own emotions. There's a guy that's going to be meeting you, and he's like a mentor and certainly a person who is meant to be there. And the two of you together, I feel, will make a difference. The two of you will strike that balance. I'm taking this next card here. Here he is. Now, this is a man who's going away from you. So that's your current partner. He's not going to stay with you, and neither should he. Okay, there he is. He's looking behind him. He's off. He's gone. We're going to move him on. This is you again. We're bringing you back into reality 2021. Your next card here is the Fool card. That's going right back to 0 in the tarot. So you haven't even got a number here. So this is like going right back to the beginning again. And this means that you can start things all over. Do you have a daughter?
Do have yes, I do.
Yeah. Here she is. Here's your daughter here. Beautiful, beautiful person. Has perhaps been very quiet and very reserved, maybe a bit moody as well, but she's your strength, and she's also going to be predominant here in this picture. Your next card. Here, another very forceful card for you. So this again is showing you as the person that will make it. This is a card for business and money. So business and money will do well, but once you've turned the corner in January, I think you've got to get to the end of the year. You've got to perhaps just plan to just make things happen, put things together, keep going until you get to the end of 21, and then there's an uplift. Plan for that. If you don't make a plan, then failure comes in. But this is planning to be successful. And I feel that Spirit are with you. Go on.
I just started a business, a cleaning company, and I'm supposed to, go do like a meeting for some contracts. But I've been worried if we're going to have shutdowns and stuff like that, that's going to take effect. So I don't know if, it's really going to go through or not.
Well,
and I got to go next week for that. But
yeah, it's very good for next week, and particularly with females. If you're working with females, that's what I want to give you here. It's women that will make it abundantly clear to you that you've got a route that you can take that is going to be successful. So for business, you've drawn there Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this is all about money. It's all about really, I think, relying upon your personality, relying upon your reserves. That's really what is important. So, Amanda, don't be worried too much. Everything will come around full circle, and you've got a new chance for money, new chance for love as well. Watch out for the initial of P or D, one of those, but he's on his way. And I want to say thank you as well. We're coming to the end of the show now. So thank you for joining us here today. And I'm just going to say cheerio from A1R Radio, Psychic Radio, Moonstruck TV, and we're here in London. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye. Bye for now.